Peanuts have a very long growing season, so one way you can get a head start on it is to start your own indoors. And as you can see from the roots, I've had this inside for a while. I'm going to put it in this pot now. We'll keep track of it as growing season goes. Now that I've got it in the pot, you can see the seed peanut. There's 1/2 on this side and 1/2 on the other side, but the plant comes up from the middle of it. Here it is, May 10th, May 24th. Here's what it looks like on June 7th. We're starting to get a few flowers on it. Just thought I'd share a little bit about the peanut we have growing in our pot here. There's what a peanut flower looks like. Let me get a little closer for you. And the neat thing about peanuts is the flowers are above ground, but the peanuts will be below ground. And if we look down here, you can see the remains of a dried up flower there. And at the base of the flower stem is where the ovary is. And then a little deal develops. It looks like a root reaching for the ground. That's called a peg. What that'll do is push that ovary down into the ground, and then eventually the peg and the ovary will be below the ground level, and that's where the peanut will form. So as this stem reaches out and flowers, it'll have multiple pegs that go down into the ground. And I'm thinking I should have used a bigger pot by the looks of this plant, because some of the pegs might be reaching past the edge of the pot eventually. We'll have to keep an eye on that, but it sure looks like that's what's going to happen. Like this flower here, when it forms a peg, it'll probably be reaching down here where there's no dirt. So that's something to keep in mind if you decide to grow a peanut in the pot. This is my first try at it, so I'm learning as I go, and hopefully you can learn by my mistakes. But this is what it looks like so far. It's doing pretty good. A viewer came up with a really good idea. What he suggested is to bury this container up to the ground, or near the ground, and that way the pegs could still go down into the ground. Well, this isn't exactly a perfect place for this, but it is down where the pegs can reach the ground now. As you can see, that one there is in contact with the dirt. So I think this will do the trick. Of course, we won't know how well it works until later when it comes harvest. Here's our peanut in the pot. It's October 13th, so we're getting about time to harvest. I was looking around the edge, and we have one of the pegs that was on the outside of the pot is in the ground. What I'm going to do is just dig that up and see if we have a peanut outside the pot. And we have 2 peanuts. Now that's pretty cool. So as you can see, you can get some more peanuts out of your pot. If you have one in a container, just put that pod down in the ground, and it'll form peanuts outside the pot. Okay, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and dig around it, and then pull the pot out and see what we've got. Okay, we really didn't get that many, about a half a dozen on the outside of the pot. 2 on that side, 4 on that side. Now I'm going to empty the pot and see what we have inside it. Here's the final haul of peanuts. Let me get some of these roots out of the way so you can see. But there's really more in the pot than I expected there to be. So you know, for a beginner, I guess it's all right. Hopefully you can see that. We're going to hang these up and dry them now and have some roasted peanuts later. But it was a fun project, and for anybody that wants to give it a try, I'd recommend it. It's kind of fun to do. Here's one that's just beginning to develop. I'll show you that. I'm not sure how many we have here, but it's quite a few for a pot that size. And we do have, it looks like we have a little bit of insect damage on one of the smaller ones. Not sure what does that, but there's a hole in that one. The rest of them look pretty good though. I'm happy anyway.